Salute, salute, salute. We live. And if you don't know where you at, hit that like button and share. It's some real niggas and we got the content, man. Shout out my brother Yael. Where we at,
Hey,
bro?
hey, Do Sims, one of the livest hot rooms on Clubhouse and on YouTube.
You ain't got to tell them they know. You
I don't
know,
know. You about to
they
know right
know.
now. Damu Kiwe conversations.
Yeah, man. Today we do got the content. We gonna be speaking on Damu and Kiwe conversations, reacting to Dub's racial undertones in his content. And he's not the only one. Hit that motherfucking like. They coming in now. Get active in that chat. Active chat equals active chucks. Salute to Damu Kiwe conversation. You know what I'm saying? We got the team already on Clubhouse. Shout out to the G homie, triple OG, double OG, Messy Moore. What up? Hey, soldier. Pacoima in the motherfucking building. 2 P's and 1 B, man. Shout out to Richie Rich. Shout out to Smoked Out TV. The homie Simply Talking, and shout out to the DMV and those that support this out that way. The Making of a Man TV and the Polo family, man, from the West Coast to the East Coast. We building on the content. Y'all need to show some respect because we working double hard today. Right? So not only is we giving y'all the content on one show, which is reacted to Dub's racial undertones, you know what I'm saying, and getting into the politics therein. You know what I'm saying? Growing up on the West Coast of California or any of those border states except for Texas, the Texas-Mexican Mafia in Texas and Tango Blast, Tango Bangs, that's totally different. Texas Syndicate, all of that is totally different, right? But on the West Coast, our relations have been tumultuous from my generation on. It always was shit, and we partly to blame for a lot of that. So we gonna get deep into that, and then we gonna get off. I'm gonna make sure I use the restroom and all that, and I'm coming right back on, and we finna get into all the fuckery, man. CS2 Backs Crip Cop Collective is having a family feud. You know what I'm saying? So let me get into this motherfucking song. Yeah, get active in the chat while we play this shit, bro. Let's go. We gonna come right back into the content. Please share. Show a little bit of respect for our time and energy, the research that the team do to make sure we stay with the dopest content on the internet, man. Let's go. So salute to the motherfucking chat. Salute to YouTube. We live, Facebook, Instagram. Oh, y'all shit disconnected. He'll have to come back in. But as soon as he come in, we gonna get into this motherfucking we gonna get into this content, man. That's Do Sims featuring Brianna Marin. That's the homegirl Freckles, supermodel named Amanda Smith. I just got off the phone with Amanda. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that I do call my friend now for going on 14 years. You know what I'm saying? After me and Ty and them had did a show, I ended up meeting her or whatever. Shout out Ty Dolla $ign. But today, Damu and Kiwe conversations, reaction to Dub's racial undertones in his content. You know what I'm saying? We finna get straight into that shit. I mean, this shit is ridiculous for those not in Southern California or California, period. Arizona comes up under a lot of West Coast politics, some parts of Denver, in Colorado. But predominantly, let's speak on South Central, Compton, Watts, the Valley, East LA, Los Angeles, Inglewood, Hawthorne, San Pedro, Long Beach. You know what I'm saying? So everybody hit that like button and share. Let's get this shit popping. So throughout the 90s, it was kind of like part of my generation where the racial tensions arise in these communities I just named. And when I say racial tensions, it's with the Hispanics or Latinos or Mexica is what they really are, right? Um, where they say Mexico, right? Or an organization up under that includes predominantly Mexican people. You even got blacks in this organization, Sul Trece, you know what I'm saying, up under the Mexican mafia. So in the 90s, they consolidated their position in the prison system as well as on the street when the MA began extorting and taxing them under the guise of protection from the black gangs. Previous to that, in the 80s, they had little money sacks in the county jail, tennis shoes, and we didn't write home. The homies, the G homies, they didn't write home and say, hey, could you put some money on my books? The gangsters took it. And more than likely, that was against somebody of a Mexican race. Because they were also beefing, just like the Crips and Bloods was beefing. You had MS versus 18, Florencias versus 38, and all of these other hood beefs all throughout LA. Gang banging was real. Shout out to those that went through that and survived that, man. Crips, Bloods, essays, everybody, man. Because shit was a hectic time. On the streets, you got motherfuckers like me, a homeless teen run away from from foster care, McLaren Hall. They shut that shit down, but I broke out that motherfucker 3 times, right? I'm in the hood. I'm staying in bandos, all of that shit. To survive, I began robbing. I started out a jack boy. Fuck the gang banging. This was survival. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, he's glorifying it. Nah, bro, that's just my story. You want me to lie to you? Go to 100 EBT. Go over there with the Crip cops. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it a buck in this motherfucker if we ain't never did nothing. So in my neighborhood, the Fruittown Brims, if I robbed a black person in the community, more than likely they was gonna beat us up. Because we're a small community. Words gonna pass or whatever, you can't do that. But you can get away with robbing a paisa in the boots or some essay. You know what I'm saying? They was getting robbed too. But think about this. Whether we was snatching a purse or robbing them, you know what I'm saying? We didn't understand they struggle and they plight. A lot of them were coming over here as immigrants. Some of them had, Poppy got the birds that don't fly. You had those hustlers, but a majority of that population is hardworking people that came here to try to make a difference in their hometown, in their villages throughout Mexico. Their struggle is very similar to us, but for some peculiar reason, this organization, Sul Trece and the Mexican Mafia, has an alliance with the Aryan Brotherhood, a white supremacist group, skinheads. Some of them who's in the jail for giving motherfucking Mexicans California smile. Some of them that's in there for killing Mexicans because of their racist ideals, right? But they have an alliance with them formed in the prison. Let's go back a little bit. The Mexican Mafia was founded by a white man. I know y'all like, wait, hold up. How is it the Mexican Mafia if a white man? That's just how it happened, bro. And I don't believe in happen chance, so you make it make sense. Our enemy helps to form someone of the ethnicity of those who occupy and took this land and established the United States of America Incorporated, the USA, right? For business and global takeover, right? Somebody that looks in the sins and looks like them people that did that. That had you speaking Spanish and being proud or embarrassed if you didn't speak Spanish when that was the language forced upon your colonizers. It's real easy to say, fuck that, the blacks right here, and make us the enemy, and then you go utilize us as the big bad wolf, the boogeyman, all the while everybody serving in their hood on the streets or in jail, hustling, is getting taxed. You say la raza, which means the people or the race, right? But you rob these paisans. You extort these paisans. Is that for the race or the heroin y'all big homies putting in their arm? I'd have met maybe 15, 20 of the MAs. And I don't know not one of them that didn't fuck with heroin. Dope fiends. Only their main objective was to make sure they were shooting something else up in their arm. Right? Y'all gotta pay them. You put in work. You was born and raised, went to school, hustled, protected this community from anybody trying to press you or to have beef with those from your community, your friends, family, or whatever, to let a motherfucker that never been to your block tell you if you make $1 on their block, they need a third. You in jail, got to get a lawyer for your appeal, whatever you got going on, and you say, I'm going to hustle and do what I do. Anything you bring in, tobacco, commissary, they want, you got to kick in tienta, rent, extortion. But here, and we finna get into Dub shit, right? I want Yael to speak a little bit on it. He in Compton, so he could speak on how the racial tensions was when he grew up. And shout out to all the Mexicans, man, that love us, that respect us, because we love and respect y'all too. I'm speaking particularly on the MA and the Serenos, because their structure was founded upon white supremacy. In the whole history since you guys been colonized, first Spain forcing and then forcing y'all into the mountains in Christianity and Catholicism upon your people, when y'all already had your own languages, Chinotecos and all of these other different languages, right? But you proud to speak Spanish. Those who your ancestors took your land and exploited all the natural resources that they wanted. Y'all, since being here, have showed little to no resistance in the civil rights era. Let's talk about it. Shout out to those that served in the Brown Berets who trained under the Panthers. Shout out to the United Farmers Alliance up in Northern California who worked with the whole civil rights era and sacrificed their sweat, blood, and tears to make it easy for these Eurocentric and white supremacist indoctrinated minds to even enjoy the luxuries that they enjoy today, that they take for granted every day, that predominantly came off the bloodshed, tears of melanated people. We were always the forefront. We were always the ones under attack by the federal government. The Black Seminoles, right? The Maroons, not just in the U.S. Let's go to Maroon settlements in Costa Rica, Brazil, Mexico. Gaspar Yanga. He made it for the indigenous and melanated people in that area close to Veracruz and Oaxaca. He led a rebellious slave. He led the revolt against Spain before, when Spain was still controlling it, for the freedom to be right there. They got a statue of him. I went there. Hopefully I can find that real quick, and I'll show y'all with me at the town center in Yanga, Veracruz, Mexico. Led the revolt. We always put it on our shoulders Because as the cream of the crop and original people of this planet, we feel a duty to do it. We feel a duty to stand on what's right. We feel a duty to stand against injustice. We feel an innate duty to care for this planet. Obviously, you got people who way off, but I'm talking about generally speaking. That's just my experience. Don't fuck with them brothers, man. Don't get them brothers started. Don't wake up a sleeping giant with the influence of our culture spread through 41 states in the United States. Shout out to the brothers in the Damus and Kiwes in the Philippines, Japan, Africa. Let's talk about this. Y'all haven't stood one time up against the oppressor, which is for the Lasado, it's for the betterment of the race, right? Preyed on your own people, exploit your own people, knowing that a lot of those immigrants are scared to call the police because they afraid of being deported again. They take advantage. They just caught some motherfuckers this week that did that. We finna get into this dub shit, man. We definitely going in today, and I got some exclusive shit because they telling their side of the story, and in this story, allegedly, Dub said he was on a 180 level 4 yard in California State Prison, right? And he had the yard, well, not by himself. I guess it was like a committee, a couple different people, several different people who had major say and final say where they put the shit to a vote. Say that the melanated brothers on the yard had 2 water fountains. The melanated brothers had 2 water fountains, and they only had 1. And in his mind, these rebellious ass niggas who since they was kids didn't listen to their mamas and daddies, right? These territorial, controlling, egotistical gangbangers didn't have a problem with your people going and just taking the water fountain off us. Since the beginning of time in California State, shout out George Jackson, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Who sacrificed him and his brother Jonathan. If y'all never read the Soledad Brothers, or if y'all never read Blood in My Eye, please do that and educate your children about the sacrifices that might be needed sometime. You know what I'm saying? He studied in Japan and China. Literally. The George Jackson Academy. True revolutionary, a Black Panther. But since they laid down the line, our politics been pretty fluid. A lot of evolution, especially as the Hispanic population continued to increase in Los Angeles and in the prison system, right? It used to be you could get head up phase and all kind of that, or knife up phase or whatever. But once this is segregated, this is for the brothers. This is where they do their dips and pull-ups. This is their basketball court. And it's really, really Usalama on top of Usalama, security on top of security. Because at any minute, you don't know what didn't happen. Sometimes people do shit you don't know about. You got to stay ready. It ain't just the Crips versus the Bloods or the neighborhoods having melees with the gangsters. Sometimes that happens. Especially back then, right? All along, they united, and what they united with was a malicious intent, right? Click up with the devil. And I've seen a lot of different shit in their relationships, from juvenile hall to YA. Hold on one second. Hey, could you speak real quick? I gotta take this call.
Got you.
Hey, hey, what up? What up? I'm on live right now, running the room. What's good?
Hey, salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody in on Clubhouse, man. This is a very touchy subject. Um, Again, Deuce has already expounded on the racial undertones that this individual has been brought to our awareness and our attention. And again, I have love for some of the, Latinos, Mexicans. I grew up with them in Compton, went to school with them, had a few friends as a child, and then you get older, you start to see the true nature of people and their intentions and what's embedded in their DNA and what's within their spirit. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that stuff is taught. A lot of that stuff is in a lot of people's DNA, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie, man. And the fact that we're touching on this subject today, man, is very unique because we have all walks of life that support our channel, and we appreciate you guys, but the only thing that we ask is that you look at it from a deep perspective and you do your historical facts on everything you do. Deuce gave you his just, I'll give you mine, being that I grew up in Compton all my life and I went to Dominguez High School, Compton High School, uh,
I'm back
Mayo,
with you.
Mayo Elementary. I went to these schools and Mexicans and blacks, we got along, but then it was a lot of racial fights. There was a lot of racial wars, and it'll be dudes that we know, they'll side with their people. They'll once they see the riots in school start, they jump in with their people. They was eager to support themselves. And with us, it'd be like a selective few, those who grew up in the streets 9 times out of 10 participated, and everybody else was kind of like spectated. They were spectators, but at the end of the day, we had love for some of them because they was cool. Some of them had love for us because we grew up together. We was cool. But when it came for that division, it was like they went exactly to where they needed to go. They was like, "Hey, I'm for my people. It is what it is. Take it how you want to take it. It's blacks against Mexicans, and it's up." And that happened a few times. But then for me, as I got older, for me, the discernment and understanding for me was people are just being who they truly are in their nature. That's how I feel.
Well, I don't think it's truly their nature. Honestly, what I think it is the indoctrination of segregationists and white supremacist ideals into their politics.
That,
So,
that that's true. But I look at it even in okay, so when you say that, right? So when you go back, when you said earlier, the Spaniards, right?
right.
The Spaniards and Europeans, a lot of them look alike. They look alike. The only difference is the dialect. The language is different. One speaks Spanish and the other speaks English. And then when you had children of the colonizers, when you look at all of the colonized areas and countries that were offsetted by Spaniards and quote unquote Middle Easterns and Genghis Khan, a lot and Japan and Korea, a lot of those children that formed off of that spread it out throughout countries, and they merged, they traveled, but that DNA is still up in them. So when I look at it, a lot of Tainos do have Spaniard DNA because of their ancestors, because it's deeply rooted in DNA. It's an offspring. A lot of them have it in them when you go back and research who their forefathers was. You know,
Right.
and that's why I said it's deeply rooted in DNA, because if those Europeans hated us then, it's gonna roll down and they gonna hate us now, and it's just gonna come out. It's probably gonna come out late, but eventually it's gonna come out, and you're gonna show your true nature. It-
Well,
it-
let me say this: if that was true, then the Mexicans in Texas wouldn't would be having these same problems. And the Mexicans in Texas and their politics is totally different, bro.
it is.
They
It
don't
is.
have that, so you can't say it's their nature. It's more so products of their environment.
I'll
They
I'll
been
say that too.
they're being embedded with this hate from younger ages. You know what I'm saying? and they coming up in an environment where that was good. Think about the East Coast versus Florencia. Shout out to both the East Side East Coast Crips and the Florencia Thresses, who are Serenos, right? Shout out to them for bearing the hatchet after years of war, you know what I'm saying, within South Central Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? You had the Longos and the Crips in Long Beach versus the Crips in Long Beach, even the Asian Crips, right? So with all of that, the relations we had with them being trouble from the get-go, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's you could go to the Hoovers and the Soft Flows, right? You could go to the Inglewood Thresses against Inglewood Thresses in the 106 18th Street versus the Bloods. You could go to the Blackstones and the Brims in the 20s versus the 18th Street. Like every black hood was Venice 13 and the Venice Showline Crips. This was continue to pass. Shout out to Blackie from the Harpies. You won't see no homies on Dub Channel for a reason. I'll leave it at that. Salute to all the real ones. Shout out to the Harpies and shout out to Blackie. I think I know Blackie too. I know Black Harpies. They in the hood, and we don't have that shit in our community. We grew up. We got the 18th Street beef, but the Harpies when we had obviously in the community phase and all kind of different shit, but our ties was too deep. You know what I'm saying? But that whole agenda that they was pushing comes and creates this mentality. Just listen to the arrogance, ignorance, right? And prejudicial positions that this dude take. Let's go.
Another glimpse at prison, another prison story. Once again, all I can do is keep it real. So this one happened around 2004 or 2005. Sea facility in New Folsom. Now, for those of you that have been around, you've heard about it. For those of you that haven't, let me let you in on it. In New Folsom, B facility was always considered, since it opened, B facility was considered the gangster yard. A facility was, I think, the first.
Hey, please don't fall asleep. I know his shit is boring. That's one of the reasons he trolls black content, because we got flavor. Ain't none of that saltine cracker shit, right? We got flavor, we got swag. But notice he said it was a gangster's yard. So these dudes on that yard is also have a reputation of being gangsters. Now listen to this shit he fantasized about.
Full-blown PC yard in California. It wasn't even called that. It was a place where a lot of the dudes that were there really were former legends that had found themselves in bad standing or whatever, been hit, whatever. That's who was over
hold
there.
On,
as well as
on.
dudes that got hit on B facility.
See, I didn't even catch that part. It's an S&Y yard, bro. So how does it have a reputation? This dude is fucked up mentally, bro.
Hey,
bro. He just said most of them were not in good standing, obviously, with the Sereno. So you're on the S&Y yard. Right. Now it starts to make sense. You know, if you got child molesters and dudes that's already broken, most of them, you obviously, like he said, with their politics, the northerner politics, much more stricter than the politics of the most black organizations in California. But he on an S&Y yard. Let's get back into. Still got this. He still brought that mentality with him. How you go S&Y because you're not feeding raza no more, and you a dropout, but then you talking about who's gangster on the dropout yard. This shit is crazy. Nigga, it's already over if you went S and Y.
They would send them over there and they would transfer them, I don't know where after that, but and then C facility had a curfew. Somebody asked me before, what is a curfew? A curfew is a set limit of time that people were allowed, that Southerners were allowed to be on that facility. For C facility, it was 9 months. And people are like, 9 months? The fuck, that's a long time. The reason why is because there were no dropouts on the yard. There was trash there though, and people ask me when I say, "What is a junkyard?" A junkyard means there's trash there. Trash.
Hit that like button when you come in, share. Let's get this shit popping.
Sometimes what would happen, or a lot of times, dudes would get hit on B facility and they'd send them to C, and that was a stronghold for the Northern Raza C facility. And what these dudes would do is they would go over there, basically lick their nuts, not get off, and identify for the Northerners whenever a homie would come or camarada would come, they would say, hey, you might want to hit that dude. Or dudes that they knew from that county jail or whatever, they would say, hey, that dude's with it, you might want to hit him. And the Northerners would try to do that. If the dude was caught slipping, they would hit him. If not, there would be a thing between them. So anyways, around 2000, the Northerners decided to file paperwork that they did not.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Damu Kiwe conversation.
I want to share the yard with Southerners and whites, only blacks and others, and natives, right? They filed paperwork. That paperwork led them to be taken off the yard, placed in their cells, and gave the Southerners more access and more action to take over the yard without even a war. That's when things changed. The curfew was lifted. Prior to that, the curfew was lifted. But that right there changed the game. I got down there in 2001. I've told many stories of what happened. There was somebody in place. They were doing a bad job. I didn't want to have anything to do with the leadership there. The dudes that came down with me, none of us wanted to have anything to do with leadership. We wanted to be able to stay in the corner, make some money, do our thing, let them have the headache, because that's all it was. Unfortunately, these dudes could not get it together. Myself and a handful of other dudes, 4 other dudes, wound up taking the yard over and becoming the leadership. Okay, so now fast forward to, I can't remember, it was 2004, 2005. We had already had an incident over a handball court with the blacks, which was handled without any bloodshed. We wound up taking over the handball court.
Hey, wait. Hey, y'all.
Unfortunately, there were a lot.
I hear this nigga, bro.
This nigga said we already had one issue with the blacks over the handball court. We end up taking over the handball court. So you on some, like, it's some gangster shit, but you doing this on a piece of shit yard that you said is full of trash. This shit is hilarious, bro.
This dude, he, like, if that's his whole morality of this, he took over a PC yard with a gang of infidels and degenerates. He already lost. Like, it's no even to go super in depth with him. It's a waste of life and time because he's already lost. Like, you're bragging and talking about taking over a yard that niggas who folded it up, rolled it up, and it would not never be looked among as equals to us because of what they chose. He's a goofologist at its finest. Straight
Goofology 101, huh?
Goofology 101.
What really, that's his business on why he's a dropout or whatever. That it be just because they got their own politics and they politics is real. Shit got too real for him, you know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason he tapped out, but you can't come back and act gangster like we took this and this and that. So he said they took the handball court.
It was 120 of us on the yard.
It was
There was a lot of youngsters there.
Y'all know
had
why he
never
say
been-
that, right? Let me tell y'all something. If
Niggas
y'all
a
go
bitch.
to the penitentiary and y'all don't know how to ring your rock, majority of the time it's bullshit. It's either we did some foul shit and didn't handle our own, or most of the time that get hashed out because niggas don't want to lose out on money and the little freedoms you got in prison or whatever. But as far as you know, as far as these niggas and they politics, bro, it gets real serious, like with knife play. They're definitely gonna get their own. But if they have the numbers, it's gonna be serious. They're not accepting no disrespect in any event. I don't know a card that do, bro. Shout out to the Pacific Islanders, the Usos, the others. Shout out to the Norteños. Bro, everything is about respect in prison. I don't know about SNY. Hey, you got me, dog. Maybe, they got gangsters on SNY. I wasn't privy to that. I thought the gangsters is on the main line, frontlining for whoever got issues with they clique or problems with what they did or with them themselves. This nigga is still. We took the handball court.
Hey, Deuce.
Yeah.
Damu Kiwe conversations.
I'm
Now,
so
if he would have said,
go ahead.
If he would have said, hey, we took the main line over on cell block 1, nigga, cell block 3 we was on the main line, and nigga, it was about 30 30 essays and 50 blacks, and it was the main line, and we was tripping, and it would
now that's even
different.
30 blacks and 50 Mexicans is even for us. They don't stand a chance 9 times out of 10, bro. That's right. What I'm saying. When it got to be outrageous numbers, right? Like we won a riot 2600 day room. We kicked it off 1999, and it was 25 of us, and it was 100 and something of them.
Right.
Like when it go up, it goes up, and they got they get back. That's how it happens, bro. It goes up, then it run back, and then after the run back, if niggas still ain't cool, it go back up. That's what happens. It's resistance everywhere you go to any disrespect or oppression, bro, of what each other represents. That's the way that they coincide in prison. But let it be like LA County Jail, and it's about 105 of them and about 15 of y'all. And then out the 15, you got smokers like we wide back, silverback gorillas. They see all this strength, they see us busting down and DPing niggas and running niggas. Niggas taking 3-phase. They ain't going through that. Just wherever you land and your ops is there, nigga, gladiator in the back, rack the bunks. They not doing that. If they get a DP and they're forced to, them dudes ain't going and enduring the trials and tribulations that we do. We are the creme de la creme of the standard when it comes to that gangster shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So from that, I used to have my neighbor, the Mexican, like, hey, Holmes, I ain't gonna lie, Holmes. The Negros, y'all motherfuckers about that shit. Them 3 big vatos, Holmes, and that young motherfucker got up in there and did his shit back to back to back. And then programmed like it ain't nothing. Hey, where the dice at? Shoot some. They ain't that. They not like us. They not like us. Hey, man, I'm glad we got 6 more minutes of this slow talking clumsy.
Involved in warfare with the blacks.
Sleepy.
Who wanted war with the blacks. Who felt like we needed more real estate. And we did. We honestly did. However, the leadership, myself and 3 of us on the leadership felt it wasn't the time. There was a lot of stuff going on in other yards that was affecting the money flow to the legends.
Summer.
Part
It's the hungriest time of year for kids
Kiwe
across America.
conversation.
Kids whose hard
Let's
work
get
and
back into sleep. I mean, Dubs. I was
So
gonna call him Sleepy.
I was
boring as hell.
constantly talking homies out of creating a situation.
Oh, I get it. This is the
with the blacks.
Oh, I get it. So it was us that was the shot callers, and I was the one talking the homies down, like I'm for the black. So you want us to believe that the way you think, you got love and respect for us, and you think you're doing us a favor. Damn. Let's go. This dude fucked up mentally, bro. He needs some mental health. For real.
And so one day, one of the people on the part of the leadership took it upon himself. And so the way it was is there was 3 drinking fountains on the yard, right? 2 of them in the black area, and 1 was on the track, close to in our area, but on the track, so it's neutral. And they had told me, hey, we're gonna move that drinking fountain. And I said, for what? They said, because the blacks have 2, we only have 1, and they're using ours, you know. And I said, yeah, but ours isn't really ours. Ours is everybody's because it's on the track. And he's like, yeah. The vato was like, yeah, but I don't like that. We're gonna get our own, so they gotta go drink their shit and stop coming around. And I said, man, leave it alone, homie. That's just trying to start shit. You know, that's like, it's not worth it. Like, are you willing to have it stamped like we go to war over a drinking fountain because you decided to move it? Like, we can put it to a vote. We can put it on the table and we can vote on it, and majority is what we'll do. And he's like, never mind then, homes. Never mind. I'm like, all right. I'm yard crew. I'm on the yard every day, all day. One day I go in for the day. I don't remember what I had to take care of. And my camarada comes and he's like, hey, did you know about this? And I said, what? He goes, they're moving the drinking fountain. I said, who? And he told me.
Yeah. Who? Like it was shocking. I thought you was running the yard. You wasn't doing too good. But check this out, right? Shout out to Marcus Ware. He say, what up, Deuce? This boo from PDL. I was in the halfway house with you and Big Nino. Rest in peace, Lil Nino. Yeah, rest in peace to the little homie, Lil Nino. He just passed, man. Condolences to Big KB, his big brother, his mama, Mama Jean, and his whole family. He's the crops of the Gladiators. He was part of the rap group Yard Down the Gladiators. So Gladiator Nino, rest in peace, homie. Hit me up at Active Chucks on IG. We can chop it up. Let me finish this content, King.
I was like, fuck, man. So I tell him, hey, tell the who that let me out. I go out, and by then they had already moved it. And they moved it deep into our area, right? Actually moved it right by where the leadership used to post up. Where we would have our discussions. There was a certain area on the yard, and it was right behind where that was, right? Sure enough, blacks went to go, like, at first they were confused, and they were like, oh, there it is. And they walked over there. And of course, they were quickly surrounded by a bunch of Southerners. Hey, homes, you can't drink from that drinking fountain. They were like, what?
Hey, imagine that. Mean? What kind of your mind when he say that?
Not on the track anymore.
A pale man come tell the blacks who walk in the track, thirsty as a motherfucker, is hot as hell, that you can't drink from this water fountain.
Boop bop, boop bop, boop bop.
No, I get that part, but I'm talking about that isn't reminiscent of what was going on during the initial stages of segregation.
Of course. That's
the mentality. Look, shout out Double X, Frank Nitty XX. Listen, bro. Shout out Monique Hill. They got it quick. You already know segregation. So his whole mind frame from the politics he inherited is segregationist. I guess maybe he identifies with his white counterparts. I'm looking at this shit. It don't look like he rich. He might be stable with a good job and a nice clean little house and shit, but it don't look like you rich. So you definitely ain't upper class. So you ain't getting into the classism. So we talking about racism. Don't nobody want to be at the bottom. But what's even worse is that none of the sheeps, bro, have the courage to take on the big bad wolf. We better than them because they trying to get in with those who hold similar ideals of white supremacy, primarily Caucasian or European descent in this country.
Correct.
This is pervaded, not only this clown mind who done went S&Y, PC'd up, right? Let's talk about that. Dubs, I'm sure you had to debrief back then when you PC'd up, right? You definitely were required to debrief, especially if you was higher up in the standards of what y'all got and represent, bro. They're going to ensure, OSJ is going to ensure SIS or whatever the fuck they call them in the state. I don't deal with them. I was in the feds in the state. But OSJ is definitely going to be suspicious that you're saying you want to go PC because you got a call and you going over here to hit somebody on the PC, y'all. So there, at that point, he said 2001, you debrief. Who you told on, Dubs? I know what you did last summer. But to still have the gravitas, or maybe it's insecurity to put on this false progression that he still has these type of nuts after he marked out and tapped out and PC'd up, right? Maybe this was one of, he felt he was redeeming himself with this on the yard with the PCs and allegedly taking the water fountain and the handball court, right? This shit is crazy. This dude is crazy. But look, this nigga's a PC. He has these ideals in white supremacy, and he still demonstrate that after his political ties, because this is what's been embedded with him. This is what his mind being brainwashed with when he was a Sereno, when he was Sul Threse. I don't know if he was Sul Threse. Let me say when he was a Southsider. There's a difference. If you've been to the pen in the county jail, you'll know the difference, right? So let's just say Southsider. How many other minds of these people view us with these same ideals of white supremacy that have disdain for our community, our people, but yet try to emulate, dress like us, talk like us, walk like us, rap like us? It sounds more like a little bit more envy. Our people have sacrificed so much for the civil rights, human rights in this country and abroad, right? I haven't seen no resistance in y'all, bro. For La Raza, if y'all trying to stand against the real enemy, and y'all got that organization that y'all got and structure that y'all got, I would love to be y'all comrade in that battle. But it's easier to be a coward and never have to face your oppressor. See, where we come from, them is called house niggas, right? They get convoluted with their mind working in there thinking that they better than the field slave, or even more so, the swamp niggas. See, I wouldn't have been a field nigga. I would have been a swamp nigga. I would have been one of them niggas in the swamps like Nat Turner that's seeking revenge for what these people was doing on our people.
Facts.
You will be what's called a house nigga. I can see you now in jail with your arrogance, thinking you better than everybody and you some kind of shot caller and all of this because you done put in a little work because that somebody else sent you to do. The work you put in because someone obligated you to and you standing on your own 2 feet is 2 different things. I'm a Damu. I've been through that my whole life. We always been against the numbers. So when you focus, it was 120 of us on the yard. Nigga, I don't see none of that. And you might not believe me. We finna get into, we're turning this shit up. Share the motherfucking live. Hit the like button. We gonna go into some gangster shit with Deuce M participating in and putting it down. We gonna see if your people face to face in them high security prisons and penitentiary yard is coming with that energy and niggas is just like turned down, like no aggressiveness, like niggas is naturally rebellious. That's a gift and a curse, bro. You know that. I could put that on the hood. You know that's our nature. We come from kings. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Too black and too strong to allow a nigga 5'4", 5'5", with a belly like Homer Simpson to think he gonna do or take something from me when I done went against niggas 6'4", 300 pounds, bro. In the cell, knife to knife. What the fuck a nigga gonna be scared? Bro, we been getting jumped. I got packed out in CCB court by the Harlem. 8 Harlems, nigga, in the home tank. I took off first because I seen they was finna rush me once they jumped up. This is a natural for us. When we get courted on sets, I was born in it. It wasn't nobody to put me on. Me and Red Ryder was the youngest Tiny Gangster Brim. Dead homies. The hit squad down. Dudes get put on because you preparing them for the eventuality in their future that they're by themselves or with just another guy and they have to go against outrageous numbers. So what to a nigga like that do that mean when you talking about it's 120 of y'all? What? Nigga, we still getting cracking. Nigga, cowards like you without numbers need numbers to make you feel like you got a tactical advantage. They play the number game, bro. That still was embedded in this nigga even on the S&Y yard. Let's finish this shit, share the live, and we gonna get into the
This
live video.
You guys got 2 down there.
Tim's getting
Go
cracking
drink
in
some
the
more, and I'm just standing there like
against the SA. Share
okay.
that motherfucking live.
The bottles that move this
go viral.
They're gonna have to pay for this if something goes wrong. They walked off, but you could see their people watching. Like everybody, the yard got quiet. Everybody was looking like, started pointing like, hey, look, because they see the Southerners surrounding these 3 dudes. They walked off. Next thing you know, I have black shot callers getting at me because I had good communication with them. I've always said war and violence is a breakdown, is a result of a breakdown in communication. That's all it is. So they get at me. They're like, hey, so what's up, man? This is what we're doing now? And I said, look, I was honest with them. I said, look, this is not something that was agreed upon by everybody, but it is what it is now. It's not moving. It's staying there. Hopefully you don't bite, but if you decide that it's something worth beefing over, then just know that wasn't my intention. They were like, all right, and they let it slide. But see, that.
Hey, look, I can't say no more. I love this thing. Hey, y'all, you with me, y'all? You muted up, bro. Well, we gonna get into this motherfucking content. So let's address the elephant in the room, right? We gonna be real respectful with this because I got a lot of respect. I mean, I don't agree with, and I believe it's asshole backwards, but I got a lot of respect for soldiers. A lot of y'all don't come from and don't understand structure, right? Everybody has a role to play, bro. You got pawns, bishops, castles, knights. You have all of these different pieces on the board when it's a collective, right? With that structure, you got to understand when you've been a soldier, right? And started out a soldier, you understand what it takes and the responsibilities that come with being a soldier. Southsiders, Serenos, the Mexican mafia has an army of soldiers,
right,
ready to sacrifice, understanding the necessity of having people who's ready to sacrifice and stand on shit. I ain't talking about no civil rights protesting. In Cali, we ride and I rally to live and die. In LA, we wear chucks and our ballads. Nigga, we not rallying, we rioting. You have to have the threat of violence always omnipresent, nigga. Weakness, especially in prison, nigga, the sharks could taste blood, nigga. There's a saying with the essays, don't never give them an inch because they'll take a yard. So even with my black counterparts, Damu Kiwe, we might have a discourse and rub each other wrong. Me personally, I always give a brother out off the top because the violence that I'm going to bring ain't for nobody that look like me. Not at this stage in my life. I wasn't with that, bro. But when it's still, nigga, I'm always front line. Let's get into this motherfucking content, nigga. Share this shit.
Damu Kiwe.
That's
Conversations.
outside. Let's see. I think this is the first one. Let's get up in this. Matter of fact, I could get it off Facebook. Let's go into this shit. That's outside. Boom. Active Chucks, nigga. Damu Kiwe. Conversation. Everybody that's on Clubhouse Sleeve, salute. I just seen you in here. I just gave you your being. My bad, bro. We got a lot going on. Let me get over here and share this video. Tell me, can you see this, y'all? Share screen. Below or Poe, I think it's this one. The camera footage isn't that clear, but it clears up. This is inside Victorville Federal Complex. This is footage of a prison riot that Dude Sims got active in. You can see it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My room, this is like the black side. Can you see that arrow?
Yep.
This is the black side. Black TVs, everything is sectioned off. You walk around behind it. They wouldn't cross over here unless it was a declaration of war. We wouldn't cross through their ranks unless it was a declaration of war. But you walk around or whatever, and the law of the land is already done. The program is already instilled, right? So it's just a normal day. So you would think, right? And then let's get about right here. Oh, it looked like it's going up. You see that shit?
Niggas throwing shit.
Oh, we got the content.
Nigga, it's bracking, cracking, packing.
Here it goes. So if you look over here where the essays is, in this room over here, there's a brother named Seymour, right? Drug deal gone bad, allegedly. The essay just ran up in the cell on the black, which is a declaration of war with knives, bro. And then they run. Soon as they move, you see the niggas jumping up, right? You see this nigga, Leo Muhammad, Nation of Islam, always talk that black shit. That nigga got up out of there and made sure the black brother and got up out of here. This is where you supposed to be headed toward. This is where it's cracking. 6 dudes ran up in Seymour's cell, bro, with knives. They stabbed Seymour 17 times, right? But if you pay attention, you finna see this shit finna keep going up. Bear with us in the motherfucking content. I gotta blow that back up. Let's blow that shit up. Full screen. So boom, now there go the niggas. This is what happened with any aggression with niggas and Mexicans in California. This is what happened. Knife play, bats, if you got it, broomsticks, right? This is the gangster shit, Dub. This is where everybody on here, they checking paperwork, ain't no smut. Niggas over here getting cracky, getting hit with chairs. They throwing chairs. I got hit with a motherfucking chair, right? Boom. Now, I want y'all to continue to pay attention because you're going to see all of these essays, the ones that was the gangsters that kicked Dub to the curb, right? You see all these essays and they side? Watch what they do. Watch what happened when Deuce Sims come through. Call the cops when you see Deuce Sims. Watch this shit. A lot of niggas be in these penitentiaries and they be like Leo Muhammad running out the building and hiding up under their bed. Right? They talk that black shit. They ain't standing on nothing. But look at all the essays. They definitely outnumber the blacks. Right?
Right.
I think the total count was 25 blacks and 60 essays. Right? Follow it. There's different cameras at different angles. But this is where it started, inside of the building. Right? Shout out KC, Chiefs Kingdom in the motherfucking building. And then you see all of these essays. Look, you see them? Why are they running? Why are they running? They was on some gangster shit a minute ago. They ran up in the nigga room. Oh, shit. Y'all see that smoke? It's a fire extinguisher. They running out there. Now the niggas is coming this way, right? So I'm gonna break down what just happened, and we're gonna get into a different view of what happened after that, and I'm gonna break it down. We can get into the motherfucking content. You know what I'm saying? So now they can't see where the police throughout all of this. The COs who supposed to be saving, they get paid all of these taxpayer dollars, supposed to be saving people's lives and protecting people in jail, right? That's what y'all thought, right? And then here come niggas, right? We always got receipts. Unlike them other guys, they not like us. They not. So you see right here, Deuce Sims come. That's who had the fire extinguisher. So we finna get into some more video. I I mean, I thought that the essays ran California and Los Angeles in the prison system. This ain't the first time, nigga. From YA, Eminem kicked it off. ENF kicked it off. We wrecking grave busters and CY. Shout out the boy, what's the boy? Bobby Yayo from PJs. He was in YA, right? He understands about fuck Southside grave busters and they dead homies. I said that. So we had that popping. I ended up maxing out in TS off the rock, O&R. So we started from that. The East Coasters robbed them for 500 yick, allegedly, right? Robbed some Migos for 500. It started the 99 wars in the county jail, 2,600 day room, 25 of us, 100 and some of them. We ran on their side, busting on everything, nigga. Busting on everything, key suit, 4-5 in the tomahawk. Nigga, they was gonna run again. Apex predators, nigga.
That part, hey, dude.
These niggas be on the internet and they don't even know who the fuck they be dealing with, bro.
Hey, let me say this, dude.
Weird ass niggas, man.
Hey, the way you said that, bro, I can tell you you funny, bro, because you're not even trying to, like, you being serious, but it's like, I know you will bust one of these niggas' heads open, bro. This is funny because
Nah. I don't really want to do that to no black man at this stage. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if I see one of these weird niggas, I might have a little homie slap them up or something. You feel me? So that they can see how serious shit can get, because they be playing with death, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga can get on the bullshit. I was forced to go through this type of shit, bro. We finna get into some more shit because the story ain't over. Y'all would think that was it. Oh, they stabbed up a black. The blacks jumped up. They participated and they ran. Deuce M run their essays out of the unit. 60 of them, 20 of us, and only about 14 really got active. Keeping it G, right? Only 14 really got active, right? But these niggas come with this false narrative like they run something. They don't run us or our program. Our program being set in stone. They govern and run their own people, and it's a lot of them. Take advantage of them, extort them, all of that shit, right? Use them as torpedoes and fuck over them. That's probably why Dubs end up going S&Y. Bro, the Mexicans not only overpopulate general population, but they make up a major part of the S&Y population, bro. Yeah, you with me? Yeah. Oh, this shit is freezing up. We finna look, everybody, we on Clubhouse. We finna shut this shit down. And we finna shut this shit down and restart this shit off the gate. Cause we finna finish this motherfucking we finna finish this content. I thought Yael shit was just freezing up, but it was mine also, man. The computer hot as a motherfucker. We got these slow ass videos going through and shit. Let's see what's going on. It should already be reset. We on Clubhouse. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversation. My bad. We back on. We waiting on Yael. Hit that like. We back. No CS2 back. You know what I'm saying? Let us get back to this other video. As soon as Yael come back, we'll be right back into the content. Welcome to Damu Kiwe Conversations. You got Du Sims. You got my brother Yael hosting. Shout out to our corporate sponsors. United Colored Raps. Shout out uniquemusic.com. Everybody go over there and register. Yeah, we back on the what you call it, bro.
Okay, you're set.
You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get into this. We gonna get into this other motherfucking video for y'all. Let me pull y'all up. Hit that like. Deuce help Demon get his 1200 back. That 1200 gone. He was bamboozled. That's the next room, and we'll be into that in the next probably like 30 minutes. After we finish this, we gonna be closing out. I want to get Yael opinion on some of the shit he's seen, and we gonna close out so I can do what I got to do, and we'll be back live in about less than 30 minutes, man. So let's finish this video shit right here. You can see that, y'all?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is outside. So what happened, I went and checked on the brother that they bust on. He waiting for the cavalry. He up in the motherfucking cell, stabbed up 17 times with 6 essays on him. He bust on Frankie from Orange County, though, the first one that came in. But he get overwhelmed by 6 of them, right? And the fuck is that? Shit just popping up on my screen. And but he dazed. They done knocked him out, took his knife, stabbing him with their knives and his knife. So I go check on him. He dazed. I'm like, bro, you cool? He said, yeah, the boy Simo. I said, well, look, we all going to the hole. Y'all niggas get y'all shit. Well, let's go catch these niggas. So now, mind you, I'm not paying attention. These niggas is on some shit about, oh, the gates locked. The gates locked. They got left out in the gates locked, which is right about here, right? You come out of here from the right side and you go out there towards the kitchen. It was lunchtime, right?
Right.
I said, well, fuck that. Over here, they have another unit down here and another unit up here. We over here, we could go up over here if this gate's locked and go get they homie. Nigga, if Yael ain't out in the Wilmington Arms, fuck it. It's on, I'm getting his homies. First one I see. Nigga, that's gangbang. You niggas supposed to be active, right? I'm not paying attention that these niggas was happy to just save face. I'm turned up, right? I'm like a light. I ain't a light switch. You can't just turn me up and then turn it down. So I go up, bro. Get y'all shit. We gonna go get they homies. As soon as we get right here, bro, you see all of this shit, right? And then we fast forward. Uh-oh. That's the police on me. Uh-oh. It looked like it might have went back down. Boom. So let's start right here. So here come Du Sims leading the motherfucking pack. Shout out Paris. We gonna shoot that out right now. We gonna put that up right now. I don't want to miss this shit right here. So you gonna see that's the dude Seymour got stabbed up. He dizzy trying to put his shirt back on, and then right behind him, you see here we come. We didn't chase the essays out already. There I go with the fire extinguishers. It's an essay right here. I spray him off the top. Right? He couldn't see. Once he couldn't see, he was a victim. You know what I'm saying? Punished him with the fire extinguisher, beat him, stomped him. This black power, don't fuck with the Bloods, all of that. Right? I'm doing my motherfucking thing. We going to the hole already for the shit inside the unit. So we might as well, we got to have some war dogs to talk about while we sitting in the motherfucking hole for several months with nothing going on. Hit the like button. So over here, and it's finna switch, the camera's gonna move it around. Dude Sims is a troll. Boom, the police did eventually close the gate, right? The essays who ran like cowards with their dick tucked between their legs and ran out the gate, they closed the gate and they tried to run back because over here, I'm beating a homeboy with broke his motherfucking ribs with that fire extinguisher, right? Nigga, retaliation is a must. That same arrogance that Dubs exhibited, bro, that's being embedded into him, had these dudes delusional. You ain't giving us no one-on-one phase. Cool, we respect it. It's game, it's organization, and that's going to mandate more respect. Kill a lot of the ignorant bullshit, right? And small shit. But you can't think you ain't giving us a head up fade, but you can put your hands on the black and we ain't finna get active. So that shit Dub was talking about on that S&Y yard, I can't speak on it. I never been to a S&Y yard. Been GP the whole time. I never even been to the blood module. I was on the main line in the LA County jail, right? Oh, shit, let's blow this up. Y'all see this? So all them essays was running over there, the police snatching them up. You had essays over here and paisas and norteños that we didn't get on. The police is putting them all on the wall. We wasn't on no racial shit. It ain't all Mexicans. And that's what a lot of y'all got to stop saying. The Mexicans. That becomes prejudicial when you had the paisa was right there when I first came out the door. I'm finna crack him with the thing. He said, me paisa, me paisa. No, I said, get your ass up out of here. He went over there to that wall. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't with that. And I respect that. They didn't support the Serenos in that. Different times, you against the paisas, Serenos, white boys, everybody against the niggas, bro. Everybody got hate for the brothers, man. They envy our strength, our ability to overcome and defy odds. That's just within us, that strength, bro. Look at the essays. So this is the essays that got checked out. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas ran up out that motherfucking unit. So the police is hemming them up. They ain't even handcuffed them niggas right there, right? Then it comes back over here. Over here in the kitchen, this is what y'all don't know. A lot of the essays that we chased out went to the kitchen. They knew what was going on. And they go in the kitchen and they took off on the brothers in the kitchen. Brothers eating, greedy, right? Not paying attention. That the alarm's going off and it's a fucking full-blown riot over here in B Lower in Victorville, right? Nigga, they get hit over the head, busted, staples and shit in their head from So now let's get to this real quick. Shout out to homie Tiny Jimbo. That's my crime me on the bank robbery. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? From Neighborhood Bloods. G Wayne from Lincoln Park. They all frontline. This was a tuner. Turned up now in the Philly. I think he used to be a businessman. South Central, you know what who the businessmen were, right? Nah, the Asians, it depends on what yard you on, whether they roll with us or not. They might be sitting with the essays on some yard. If the essays got numbers, and more than likely, they going to be paying them. We just too accepted. Over here, boom, the police done jumped on me. That's me. So you got two police hold me because they done got me up off the essay. I'm beating with the fire extinguisher, right? The South Side. So they trying to tell me to cuff up. I'm not cuffing up. You got essays and shit walking around. Nigga, I don't trust these Mexican and white police. Y'all gonna handcuff me and walk me across the yard with all of these essays, and I'm in handcuffs. Nah, come on, I walk to the hole. You ain't cuffing me up though. So they needed a lot of police to finally get me cuffed up. Right? Yeah, that's Due Sims to done. Y'all don't believe me? We gonna read the paperwork next. Right? Hey, Dub, this is active activities on the main line, bro. Federal prisons. We ain't the same, my nigga. Hey, Levi, damn. Matter of fact, get out. But pay attention. Y'all, you with me? Damn. So pay attention, bro. So these two police can get me. They waiting and calling in for backup, right? Nah, the DC boys wasn't in that riot with us. They didn't aid and assist this time. It was just Crips and Bloods, bro. Always frontlining. Niggas always talking bad about Crips and Bloods and how they tear down the community. Y'all never talk about the Crips and Bloods being the last army in resistance. That's just embedded in us, bro. From the Panthers. So look, here go another police. They still can't get me cuffed. So this police come. Now here go another one. That's 4. We gonna make a count after it when they finally get me. We gonna make it count to see how many it took of them motherfucking weak ass pigs to cuff up Due Sims to dime. You know what I'm saying? Look, they throwing a whole body weak ass police, all that training and all that. And you think you wanna rumble with the bee, huh? So you got 1, 2, 3, and I think 4. So you got 4 already. Oh, here goes Shadow. Okay, 5, right? That's 5. 5 pigs. They finally got Due Sims. So you would think, cuff up, all that shit. Nah, fuck all that. Nigga, walk me all across the yard, right? So, now they don't got me. Okay, so they're gonna have to get some more help. Resistance, nigga. Nigga, if nigga resisting against the police and their authority, how the fuck this nigga Dub think niggas is respecting his authority or his big homie's authority? Nigga, these niggas and they buffoonery, bro. Y'all not like us, bro. Stop pushing these false narratives of what y'all run. Admiral Foes, gotta give you that. Gotta give you that. Organized, unified, or at least on the outside looking in. Damn, the police still ain't got that nigga. Hey, Yael. Oh, now he can't even hear me. Let's hit that motherfucking like and get everybody back up in here. Yael to be back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 police. 7 police. 8. Here goes another one. Nigga. All these niggas talk about they go to jail. What was you niggas doing in jail, though? Was you active, nigga? Nigga, was you doing your shit, though? Bree Star, salute. Laugh out loud, you a beast, Deuce.
Damu Kiwe, conversations.
Dubs got no video like this. He living in a fantasy. So 8 police COs it took to get me up out of here.
You heard me, Deuce?
Yeah. Dan said, I heard you. What you say, bro? Yeah. Yeah, that nigga shit been going in and out the whole fucking show.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Now I can't. So yeah, they finally get me and they walk, boom. They walked me up out of here. They finally got me cuffed. 8 police. After I'm beating the motherfucker with the fire extinguisher. After we done chased these niggas up out the unit. Just like the and when they kick it off, the police run up out the unit. Scared of them niggas. Nigga, we chased them up out of there. It's really life or death. How many of y'all kin folks in the system today that y'all don't know whether or not they going through this today? That y'all ain't thought to send a card for Mother's Day because they females, or just salute them for their birthday and check on their well-being. That's still our community. A lot of them is still standing on business, facing the threat of death, bro. Niggas got knives. And they walk me to the hole. As soon as they walk me to the hole, as soon as I get in the hole, over there on the left to the kitchen, it kick off, bro. That's a punish the brothers in the kitchen. Punish them. They don't even know what's going down. Niggas in there hungry, like Yael greedy ass eating. Again,
I know you ain't talking.
Hey, you see I lost that thing? Oh, yeah, y'all can start seeing the muscles and shit, you know what I'm saying? Beast mode, nigga. Silverback gorilla, 2 black, 2 strong. But nah, bro. And not paying attention when you supposed to always be aware of your surroundings, bro. And the Mexicans round up they shit. Hey, Holmes, that's the homies and the blacks. Hey, it's time to handle the business. Man, they cracking niggas with food tray, plastic, hard-ass food tray, busting niggas. Them niggas come to the hole where I'm at. Niggas had to go to the outside hospital, all kind of shit. Niggas getting stabbed and all that. Shout out F-Bone from 60, man. I need to track down F-Bone. They stabbed him in that riot up there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, and then the homies, rest in peace to the homie Bebop, Blackstone, JSB. Them niggas kick it off on D, whatever building they was on. Once they hear it was us, they get cracking over there. Domino effect. Police don't even got control of the institution, and they trying to force me to cuff up and walk me across the yard with these motherfuckers. I don't trust these pigs with my life. Nigga, them niggas come with a knife. You think them police who go home every day is finna try to fight them off with the knife? Them scary ass niggas is gonna run and leave you there in cuffs getting stabbed up, nigga. Can't defend yourself. Nigga, my goal is to get back home the same way I came in and to make sure that every brother that's there on my watch gets back home the same way they came in if they got a chance to go home. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. What you think about the video and this experience, Yael? Because we going to bring this one to a close.
Well, the video, bro, is, man, for sure, that's real life content, man. And I ain't gonna lie, that was dope.
But have you ever heard or been questioned, like, by people out of town you met on social media or when you went visiting or performing as an artist? Like,
that again, Deuce?
When you've been on social media or you were performing as an artist out of state or in other places, have you ever heard a narrative? Yeah, the essays run y'all in the California prisons and in LA. You ever heard that shit?
Nah, I ain't never heard nothing like that, bro.
Oh, bro, it's a serious narrative, bro. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers like Dubs, Hater World, that's some of the shit that they push. Like, they not gonna tell y'all about this, that they got chased up out that motherfucker, like with they tail tucked. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna tell you a story about an SNY yard getting took over by some degenerates and y'all all bad.
And y'all all bad. But you heard what what's her name said, Bree Star, right? So 5'5" with thick thighs think he can handle a beast?
Never. That's out of his category, his weight class. But let me expound on the video, bro. The video just shows how it's not, everybody's not gonna have that same warrior spirit. and they're not gonna have that fight and that just of standing up for something. They're not gonna have that, bro. And the fact that you took a stance and you have brothers standing with you. How many was it? Like 14 brothers?
Yeah, include me, 13 plus me, right?
Right.
But I'm
So
like an extra 20, right?
right.
At least let's say 8, because it took 8 police plus the dudes I was hitting with the fire extinguisher inside. That's about 3, so that's 11. Plus the dude that I broke his ribs on the outside, so that's 12. So altogether, it's gonna take 12 people before they subdue me. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, I understand leverages. I understand body parts and weaknesses, and I'm able to utilize that, and I hit real hard. Well, in my day, I'm probably washed up now. You know what I'm saying? But I still got enough to beat the average motherfucker. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, believe that that's a narrative that they push, and maybe it's a recruiting tool to make them feel superior or instill pride in them. But at the behest of some racial indoctrination, bro, that shit is no bueno. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Serenos have the largest population of SNYs in the prison, as well as Mexicans make up the largest population on general population. They're overpopulated with SNYs who were dropouts just like Doug, right? They politics is so stringent, and then you have a lot of Mexican people that might have grew up like Blackie from Harpies. He's a black Sereno, grew up around our neighborhood, right? Relationships with Mexican Jose in the set, and who used to bang the set, but he later turned 18th Street when he hit the system because of the politics, right? He didn't stand on it. Shout out to homie Taco from 20s and the Mexican homies that hit them pins and stood on politics because it was in their heart, whether they had to get stabbed up, get attacked, and the Damus that and the Kiwes that supported them. You know what I'm saying? Our struggle isn't just about our race, though predominantly it's based upon our race culture. It's about ideals. This is our religion. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know what they set up. I know a lot of signed up for. A lot of niggas be like, "Oh, gangs, you ain't getting nothing from the gangs. And you didn't get the gangs didn't promise me nothing. Love, support, and all of that type of shit. When I was growing up and in need, obligated to aid and assist through that type of shit. Nigga, them niggas set the bar on what it took for me to be able to hang around these niggas. My G homies, the generation before me, they set the bar. Nigga, they don't owe us shit. Nigga, we had to earn stripes.
Hey, dude.
We had to live up to that reputation of cripping in blood, bro.
Damu Kiwe conversations. Hey, real quick, man. I want to give a shout out to my guy, man. He's always supporting us, man. Big supporter. My guy Paris Todd with the super chat, man. 199, man. A blessing is a blessing. Hey, tap that like button. Support is free. Salute. Hey, salute. Paris Todd, we never forget you, brother. You're a real life supporter, bro. And we support you just like you support us, brother. And we appreciate you with the super chats. We got a few other super chats, but it's talking shit. I'm going to read them out anyway. You got You Be the Judge with the 199. Yael, take his hat off for a week.
Yeah.
Then he got the super chat with the 499. Tell Yael, loose cannon looking for him right now, calling him, come to Demon Room, and Dude Sims broke. Can't fix his teeth for 4K.
Well, no, it's not 4K. I just got approved for 17,000. That's how much it's gonna cost to fix mine. Your dental hygiene is a little different from mine, but it's cool. I'm gonna be smiling and be like the same beast that didn't give a fuck about it because he was so with the shit, right? And still knock bitches his whole life. So that's not even a major issue. But fuck all them. Let me get into the paperwork, and then we gonna get up out of here, right? So we got, oh shit, I sent that shit to them. All right, here it go. Let's go to Steve Flores, right? He's one of the correctional officers. Flores responded and entered the slowdown gate to the AB courtyard. Remember, I was in B lower. That's the unit it popped off on. A upper housing unit officer, Simone Ortiz, was nearby Flores. Flores saw inmate Sims activating the fire extinguisher at a Hispanic inmate. Sims swung the fire extinguisher and struck the inmate in the upper torso. Flores remembers seeing Correctional Officer Gutierrez in the area at this time. Flores did not see if the two inmates fought. Instead, his attention was drawn to the inmates running towards the slowdown gate. Remember, the SAs try to run back to the gate and kick the gate or whatever. So he said his attention got snatched by that. Flores locked the gate and looked to see Sims and Correctional Officer Jarrett standing by the B lower wall. Jarrett motioned for Flores to help. Flores went to assist while Ortiz stayed near the slowdown gate. Sims was uncooperative and was non-compliant. Sims refused to cuff up. Gutierrez came to assist and was bleeding profusely. Flores was standing to the left side of Sims. So now this police officer said he's standing to my left side when Sims made a fist with his left hand and brought it upwards, striking Flores in the lower right jaw. Someone said, "Take him to the ground." So Flores and others wrestled Sims to the ground. Sims eventually handcuffed and escorted to the special housing unit. That's the shoe. That's the hold, right? And then it says, by unknown staff member, Flores recalled Associate Warden Werlinger arriving to assist. So that's Federal Correctional Officer Flores' rendition of it. He said that he also made false accusations that I uppercutted him with a left and he fell and tore his meniscus. I'm going to put all of this in the community to entice all of y'all and advise all of y'all to go join our community for exclusive content. We gonna put all of the videos for y'all to be able to see, those who follow and subscribe to our channel with membership. And we gonna do this, and then Yael will take y'all out after he tell y'all what he think about it. So Officer Gutierrez says that he got the radio of a problem in B lower housing unit. Gutierrez ran to the area and approached the unlocked slowdown gate to the courtyard. He saw inmate Sims in the courtyard spraying an unknown Hispanic inmate with a fire extinguisher. Sims was yelling something to the effect of, "Don't fuck with the blood." This the type of nigga that stand on business. This the type of nigga you weirdos be playing with. You niggas don't even know violence at that level, bro. Sims threw the fire extinguisher at the Hispanic inmate, which struck the inmate. The two inmates began to throw punches at each other and were near the fence line to the slowdown gate. Gutierrez and Correctional Officer Flores entered through the gate, yelling at the inmates to get on the ground. Flores grabbed the Hispanic inmate, who threw his hands up in the air in a surrendering manner. This inmate appeared compliant with staff. When it's going down, because these niggas declared war, the SA, the Mexican inmate, who was a Sereno Southsider, threw his hands up and was compliant. Not that energy and arrogant bullshit. The dub, they ain't gonna never tell you about these type of incidents. They just talk. Well, y'all open a motherfucking can of worms, because nigga that nigga. Nigga been punishing you boys for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I got jumped by the SAs in YA in the cell. After I dropped one, the other one jumped in. They got to stomp me, all that. Nigga, I failed all that. And then when the other one left, I beat the shit and took the stove from the other one that had jumped in. Right? Nigga waited patiently for my motherfucking time. The other nigga was on a 90-day op, so he only had like 8 more days. That's where you go to YA for 90 days to decide whether or not you're going to be there as a juvenile or go to the penitentiary. So when he left, I beat the fat nigga ass that dropped me. He did dope feed me and drop me, but I had dropped his boy first. That's why he jumped in. So, but other than that, they got no wins against me. And that's 2-on-1 in the cell. And I was about 130 pounds still dropping niggas though. But listen, this nigga Gutierrez say he approached Sims and Sims stepped to the side, looked at Gutierrez and punched Gutierrez in the nose with a closed fist. Sims' punch was in a straightforward manner into Gutierrez's nose. Gutierrez grabbed on the Sims and another unknown staff member tried to tackle Sims. Gutierrez did not know where Sims went at this time, but Gutierrez landed on his buttocks and was stunned for a moment from Sims' punch. Gutierrez felt the area of his nose, which was numb, and decided he was okay to continue. Gutierrez saw Sims and an unknown staff member by the wall to be lower, and that's where it took the 8 police to finally subdue me and get me cuffed to take me to the hole. You know what I'm saying? So when they tell you all of these stories, remember it's always 2 sides to every street, bro. It's not a one way. In war, everybody lose, especially on the street. They played a deadly game of killing innocent black people throughout LA. In the Valley, the Avenues 43rd, out in Southeast Los Angeles. I think that's Southeast Los Angeles. Killing innocent black civilians. We standing on business against actual gang members that's supposed to be on the same accord. They don't they not finna go into the Wilmington Arms or 37th Drive or Jefferson or wherever the gang members is hanging. They gonna kill an innocent girl like the 204s did in Torrance. The 3 innocent blacks killed in the Florence East Coast War. And don't want to open up past wounds. As I said before, I salute them brothers for having diplomatic ties and ending that shit. And rest in peace to the brother from Florencia that passed away recently, man, that helped ignite that. True leadership. Doing what he believed is best for his community. Saving lives. Saving his people from having to go to jail for a war that he believed that he could have diplomatic ties and bring to a standstill. That's what we need more of. Not a pissing contest, because you're going to have 2 sides to every story, like I said. Niggas, you come to win, sometimes you lose. But most of the time, in my experience, I've been on the winning side of that thing with them boys. You know what I'm saying? Do Sims active chucks, nigga. When I'm stomping on them niggas' heads and all of that, active chucks, nigga. Them Chuck Taylors leaving footprints on their back and shit, nigga. That type of violence. That's what y'all want? Y'all want us attacking y'all innocent bystanders and civilians? I don't think so, bro. And I know that we don't want that either. We need more of what the brother from Florencia did and start to heal within our communities and educate and understand each other's culture, bro. We got independence for the town of Veracruz in Mexico. Melanated Maroons. We got human and civil rights in this country that not only Mexicans, but even whites and women enjoy every day. Why would you want to go against that? Why would you hate that? Is it that you hate yourself? Is it that you hate that y'all don't have the courage to use that unity y'all got amongst y'all people, the organizational skills y'all got, and meet us at the table and change the narrative for that next generation of kids? If it's really about La Raza. Yael, it's on you. I want you to do what you do. Then shout out the sponsors and take us out, bro.
Yo, I got something I want to say too, Champ.
All right, go ahead, because I don't think Yael can hear us right now. Yeah, you with me?
You say go ahead and rock out.
Huh? Yeah, go ahead and rock out, King.
Yeah. So I wanted to speak to some of what you was addressing earlier. When you speak to the fact that it's an echo, Champ. Can you mute up?
All right.
Yeah, what you were speaking to earlier as far as like a lot of what they got going on has white supremacy at its root or foundation. It's two things that the ruling class has done to create all kinds of animosity, between all kind of different groups, especially this situation we're talking about right now. It ain't no different. Lies and strategic interference. In a historic way, the oppressor destabilizes people in a potent psychological game of deceit, fam, to methodically and systematically undermine the people that they seek to exploit. See, they teach lies to corrupt people morally. You know how, like, the white supremacists, they putting little narratives, they putting little, bugs in these people's ears, you see what I'm saying, to feel some kind of way, toward us. They do that because they don't want everybody to see them for what they are. So they want us distracted by each other. So they use lies. They fill the Hispanic community head up with lies about us because they don't want the Hispanic community and everybody else that's been oppressed by these people to see them. See, because if it's ever on that type of time, the ruling class ain't got no space to do none of the stuff that they've done to none of us when we are able to see it for what it is. But it's a potent game of psychological deceit these people play. You see? Like, when they teach lies to corrupt, you see what I'm saying? The perspective, these is saying this about you, or they saying that about you. It probably don't ever even be that. That's a lot of the foundation of a lot of beef, you see what I'm saying, and friction today. Them people, the white supremacists, going around and saying, these people did this, or these people say they're going to get you, you see what I'm saying, as soon as they can, or as soon as they catch you slipping, whatever the case may be. A lot of the times that don't even be a reality, but they do that, you dig, because they putting poison in the water. You dig? Okay. So everybody swimming in the same swimming pool, and the water is poison in terms of how they basically condition us to see each other. You dig? It's calculated chaos, fam. And that's a strategy to make themselves necessary, because now what they do after they get finished lying, they make themselves the answer to the problem that they created, which is why you can have some of the Hispanic community doing business with the white supremacists, because they make themselves necessary on the back end. And it's crazy niggas getting played like a puppet that don't even much know it, but this is how they operate. This is how they gain control, through chaos. Calculated chaos.
Damu Kiwe. Conversations.
Then they interfere with the lives of the people that buy into the false narratives that these people put out, gaining an intrusive control in the minds, you see, of the people that they manipulate. These people play a dirty game. This is a sophisticated predator when you're talking about white supremacy. And the Hispanic community don't even know that they done fell for the okie doke. And I yield with that.
Yeah, Could you give a shout out to the sponsors, then go into what you think about it, and then we gonna take a 10-minute break, and then we finna open up this other live, and get into the bullshit and expose the exposers. Hashtag ETE. Let's go, y'all.
Hey man, salute to the whole live in the whole room on Clubhouse. If you don't know where you at, you about to know now. You sitting in one of the hottest lives on YouTube and on Clubhouse. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations. You sitting with Deuce Sims and Yael. We got a whole plethora of people on stage. All the mods on Clubhouse. We got Shay News, Hood Vlogs. We got Hot Girl, Messy Marv, Bo Monty, Big Taz, Faux Ball. We got Street, we got Smoked Out TV. We got Scandalous Los Angeles. Who else we got up in there? Huh?
We got
Salute.
Bomani.
We got Bomani in there, man. Salute. Papa LQ, TD, Critic Cali, what up? Hey, look, salute to the sponsors, man. If y'all been smoking and you ain't rolled up to United Raps, man. Look, unite your weed with some of the hottest raps out right now. You got United Color Raps. That's berry, cherry, banana, grape, original, cherry, natural. You name it, we got it. United Color Raps. Let me say that one more time. United Colored Raps. Unite your weed with some hot raps, man. That's the only responsible way to smoke. Salute to them. Salute to Big U with the unique music app. Getting ready to drop soon. We getting ready to transition over there pretty soon, man. Where we got some new content coming. Networking with all kind of artists and rooms with Deuce M's, Yael, and the whole Damu Kiwe Conversation team. Again, salute to the YouTube, one of the hottest YouTube lives, and everybody in the chat, the supporters, the super chat, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you. You sitting in one of the hottest rooms again. This is Damu Kiwe Conversations.
Take it out on your final thoughts, y'all.
Hey man, my thoughts on this whole man, like I said, man, I am always my people first and everything else is secondary, but I do know how to I know how to deal and commune with other nations and people, because at the end of the day, you know, we not out here promoting violence with other individuals. We trying to build, we're trying to get us right first before we can get everybody else right. You know, and I just think that all the content today, for me, it gives me the understanding that we are better together. When the melanated people are standing on business like how Do Sim stood on business in the riots, and it showed that warrior spirit within itself, that's the warrior spirit I have within myself. And that's why I'm proud to call this brother, my business partner, my friend, and all of that, man. Everybody who thinks and stands like him, that's who I want to be around. And seeing the visual content, seeing it for myself, because I've never been on the 4 yard. I never been in the riot in jail. So seeing that, it's like, damn, bro, like that's a whole different dynamics of niggas pulling out machetes, like long busters on you. Niggas pulling them out their ass. Niggas got doo-doo on them. It's all kind of tactical warfare in there, because it's a different jungle in there. And the fact that you made it through that and you able to stand and sit with us today and elaborate your experience, bro, all praises to the Most High with that, man.
All praises to the Most High, man.
You know, it's a blessing to have you here. It's a blessing for you to be able to expound on your story, because a lot of cats didn't make it out of that, you know? But at the end of the day, if they stood on business and they died standing on business, salute to those fallen comrades, man, because that's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? They stood on what they were standing on, and they were standing for their people. The unification of our people. We need more unification within ourselves, because that's what's really hurting us. The division with Crips and Bloods is the fact that the color is blurred. One is bright, one is darker. And that's the division between us. Even Malcolm X said we can't come together and we not focusing on us. We gotta focus on us first. Then we can worry about coming together. And that's what I'm on. It's us first, respectfully. And everything else is secondary. And as soon as we can get right within the groups of individuals who want to get right, we don't need everybody else. Just like you have 14 men in that riot standing with you, you can have 14 men on the streets standing together and building up. And anybody that got love for us, we'll have the same amount of love for them. But at the end of the day, man, the content was great. I was happy to be a part of it, for you to expound on it and give that intellectual stance on that, and how that experience changed your life, and how you do want to see unification with all brothers, no matter what nationality you are. Because I do understand that, and I salute that. And, hopefully one day we can get to a place to where, the melanated brothers are standing together, the Bloods, the Crips, the GDs, the Vice Lords. We all standing together, and we
Talk
and, and
that
we
shit.
and we coming together as a unit. All of it, from Texas to Cali to New York to Baton Rouge to Florida, everywhere. It's real soldiers everywhere. Everywhere. And I salute them brothers, man. And I salute you, dude. Salute, man. Damu Kiwe conversations.
Hey, look, we finna end this Clubhouse. We can stay on Clubhouse right now and just change the title at 7:15 Pacific Standard Time. We finna go in on Loose Coochie Cannon. Eddie Boy getting Eddie Boy bamboozling the nigga Demon. What's the cloud chase? Demon Time Exotic. The cloud
Demon
YouTuber for 1,200 bones. That's 2,600. Get it, Christopher Love Boy. 600 plus 600, 1,200. Them niggas bamboozled this green, slow ass square nigga who thought he was hip, and in some politics he don't know nothing about. Black Seed is active, ain't no question, brother. Talmud, the
Talmud, salute my brother.
Shalom.
Shalom.
But at exactly 7:15, we going live. We finna air these clown ass niggas out. They got Deuce Sims' name all up in their mouth, man. Hey
man, listen.
For a dream, they said smut on Deuce Sims.
Right.
Smut on Deuce Sims. Nigga, I reshared they shit. Go ahead and keep promoting me, nigga. You got an uphill battle, nigga. Another L. Can't find no smut on me, nigga. I don't turn down nothing. I never ratted on a nigga. I ain't in nobody paperwork, nigga. And I don't fuck with homosexuals, nigga. How about that? Can you niggas say the same?
And ain't no petties over here.
Damu Kiwe. Conversation.
Conversation.
Gone. I'm finna